Arduino.
Arduino is a single-board microcontroller, intended to make the application of interactive objects or environments more accessible. The hardware consists of an open-source hardware board designed around an 8-bit Atmel AVR microcontroller, or a 32-bit Atmel ARM. Current models feature a USB interface, 6 analog input pins, as well as 14 digital I/O pins, which allows the user to attach various extension boards. Introduced in 2005, it was designed to give students an inexpensive and easy way to program interactive objects. It comes with a simple integrated development environment, IDE, that runs on regular personal computers and allows to write programs for Arduino using C or C++. The current prices of Arduino boards run around $30 and those of related clones as low as $9. Arduino boards can be purchased pre-assembled or as do-it-yourself kits. Hardware design information is available for those who would like to assemble an Arduino by hand. It was estimated in mid-2011 that over 300,000 official Arduinos had been commercially produced, and in 2013 that 700,000 official boards were in users' hands.
History.
Arduino started in 2005 as a project for students at the Interaction Design Institute AVR in Ivrea, Italy. At that time, program students used a basic stamp at a cost of $100, considered expensive for students. Massimo Banzi, one of the founders, taught at Ivrea. A hardware thesis was contributed for a wiring design by Colombian student Hernando Barragan. After the wiring platform was complete, researchers worked to make it lighter, less expensive, and available to the open-source community. The school eventually closed down, so these researchers, one of them David Quatiles, promoted the idea. The current prices run around $30 and related clones as low as $9. A simple Arduino Mini Pro clone may be had from China for less than $4, post-paid.
Hardware.
An Arduino board consists of an Atmel 8-bit AVR microcontroller with complementary components to facilitate programming and incorporation into other circuits. An important aspect of the Arduino is the standard way that connectors are exposed, allowing the CPU board to be connected to a variety of interchangeable add-on modules known as shields. Some shields communicate with the Arduino board directly over various pins, but many shields are individually addressable via an I2C serial bus, allowing many shields to be stacked and used in parallel. Official Arduinos have used the Mega F series of chips, specifically the Atmega 8, Atmega 168, Atmega 328, Atmega 1280, and Atmega 2560. A handful of other processors have been used by Arduino compatibles. Most boards include a 5-volt linear regulator and a 16 MHz crystal oscillator, or ceramic resonator, and some variants, although some designs such as the Lily Pad run at 8 MHz and dispense with an-board voltage regulator due to specific form factor restrictions. An Arduino's microcontroller is also pre-programmed with a bootloader that simplifies uploading of programs to the on-chip flash memory, compared with other devices that typically need an external programmer. This makes using an Arduino more straightforward by allowing the use of an ordinary computer as the programmer. At a conceptual level, when using the Arduino software stack, all boards are programmed over an RS-232 serial connection, but the way this is implemented varies by hardware version. Serial Arduino boards contain a level shifter circuit to convert between RS-232 level and TTL level signals. Current Arduino boards are programmed via USB, implemented using USB to serial adapter chips such as the FTDI4232. Some variants, such as the Arduino Mini and the unofficial Boarduino, use a detachable USB to serial adapter board or cable, Bluetooth or other methods. When used with traditional microcontroller tools instead of the Arduino IDE, standard AVR ISP programming is used. The Arduino board exposes most of the microcontroller's I/O pins for use by other circuits. The dissimilar, Dumalinoth, and current Uno provide 14 digital I/O pins, 6 of which can produce pulse width modulated signals, and 6 analog inputs. These pins are on the top of the board, via female 0.10-inch, 2.5 mm, headers. Several plug-in application shields are also commercially available. The Arduino Nano and Arduino-compatible bare-bones board and Arduino boards may provide male header pins on the underside of the board to be plugged into solderless breadboards. There are many Arduino-compatible and Arduino-derived boards. Some are functionally equivalent to an Arduino and may be used interchangeably. Many are the basic Arduino with the addition of commonplace output drivers, often for use in school-level education to simplify the construction of buggies and small robots. Others are electrically equivalent but change the form factor, sometimes permitting the continued use of shields, sometimes not. Some variants use completely different processors, with varying levels of compatibility.
Official boards.
The original Arduino hardware is manufactured by the Italian company Smart Projects. Some Arduino-branded boards have been designed by the American company SparkFun Electronics. 16 versions of the Arduino hardware have been commercially produced to date.
Shields.
Arduino and Arduino-compatible boards make use of shields, printed circuit expansion boards that plug into the normally supplied Arduino pin headers. Shields can provide motor controls, GPS, Ethernet, LCD, or breadboarding, prototyping. A number of shields can also be made DIY.
Software.
The Arduino Integrated Development Environment, IDE, is a cross-platform application written in Java, and is derived from the IDE for the processing programming language and the wiring projects. It is designed to introduce programming to artists and other newcomers unfamiliar with software development. It includes a code editor with features such as syntax highlighting, brace matching, and automatic indentation, and is also capable of compiling and uploading programs to the board with a single click. A program or code written for Arduino is called a sketch. Arduino programs are written in C or C++. The Arduino IDE comes with a software library called Wiring from the original Wiring project, which makes many common input-output operations much easier. Users only need to find two functions to make a runnable cyclic executive program. Set up a function run once at the start of the program that can initialize settings, loop a function called repeatedly until the board powers off. A typical first program for a microcontroller simply blinks an LED on and off. In the Arduino environment, the user might write a program like this. It is a feature of most Arduino boards that they have an LED and load resistor connected between pin 13 and ground. A convenient feature for many simple tests. The previous code would not be seen by a standard C++ compiler as a valid program, so when the user clicks the Upload to I/O board button in the IDE, a copy of the code is written to a temporary file with an extra include header at the top and a very simple main function at the bottom, to make it a valid C++ program. The Arduino IDE uses the GNU toolchain and AVR libc to compile programs, and uses Avdude to upload programs to the board. As the Arduino platform uses Atmel microcontrollers, Atmel's development environment, AVR Studio or the newer Atmel Studio, may also be used to develop software for the Arduino.
Development.
The core Arduino developer team is composed of Massimo Banzi, Wynaldis Pukiatik, Bompanese, Alfredo Lugal, Billy Lord, David Quatiles, Tommy Go, Gianluca Martino, David Mellis and Nicolas Zombetti. Massimo Banzi was interviewed on the March 21, 2009 episode 61, of Floss Weekly on the TWiT TV network, in which he discussed the history and goals of the Arduino project. He also gave a talk at TED Global 2012 conference, where he outlined various uses of Arduino boards around the world. Arduino is open-source hardware. The Arduino hardware reference designs are distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Share-alike 2.5 license and are available on the Arduino website. Layout and production files for some versions of the Arduino hardware are also available. The source code for the IDE is available and released under the GNU General Public License, version 2. Although the hardware and software designs are freely available under copyleft licenses, the developers have requested that the name Arduino be exclusive to the official product and not be used for derivative works without permission. The official policy document on the use of the Arduino name emphasizes that the project is open to incorporating work by others into the official product. Several Arduino-compatible products commercially released have avoided the Arduino name by using Duino name variants.
Applications.
Xoscillo, open-source oscilloscope, scientific equipment. Arduino, a MIDI controller device that mimics the monome. Arduino, a trip computer that uses the on-board diagnostics interface found in most modern cars. The Humane Reader and Humane PC from Humane Informatics, low-cost electronic devices with TV out that can hold a 5,000-book library, for example offline Wikipedia compilations, on a microSD card. Ardupilot, drone software/hardware, Arduino phone.
Reception.
The Arduino project received an honorary mention in the Digital Communities category at the 2006 Pre-Ars Electronic